Hello everybody, this is Dino GTO, and this is probably the fourth time or fifth time I've recorded this. Everything seems to go wrong, or something seems to go wrong every time. The first couple of times I had the fan run, didn't realise until the last time I did it, and I thought I'd done it well. So yeah, this I think is like the sixth time I tried to record this, and I'm annoyed at myself for fucking it up so many times. Last one, I think the file corrupted, and it's really frustrating because I did pretty well on that one. But yeah, just going to go through this here quickly. Tier 5, 6, 7. All great for farming kills, tier 8, 9, 10. All great for farm damage for obvious reasons. Tier 8, 9, 10. Games last longer. Tier 5, 6, 7. The games are shorter, so you want. So at tier 5, 6, 7, you want faster machines. Whereas tier 8, 9, 10, you want more survivable machines so you can survive longer and do more damage overall. That's my general philosophy on how to basically do this event. Now, I'm just going to give you the idea of like what machines I've chosen for each of the nations. So I think my voice is drying out a wee bit, so yeah, that was a weird noise. Um, this thing here, survivable, survivable. This thing not so survivable, but it has a big stupid gun, so I like it. This thing here, I have this over the leopard because the leopard, too much of a glass cannon for me. This thing here can actually take a couple of hits, so I like it because of that. Now, tier 5, 6, and 7, I have the Tiger P, Panther, because there's 1P, and Panzer 4H. Tiger 1 would probably be better than the Tiger P, honestly, just for kicking out as much damage as possible. Panther, pretty good because it's just able to pump out a bunch of shots really quickly. We get there as 1P because it has an 88mm 220 alpha gun, and it's pretty underestimated, so you can typically people will underestimate you, and you'll be able to hand their asses to them, essentially. Although, I don't recommend this to everybody. Not everybody's a fan of this thing. I'm kind of a fan of this thing because of a couple of games I've had in it. Panzer 4H because derp gun. Don't really need to say much more. And side skirts, so it's practically immune to other derp guns. Now, on to Russia. Russia. Uh, okay, just going to say this here. If you say premium, just imagine it's the non-premium equivalent, or just replace it with whatever tank you really like. I own a lot. I have owned a lot of Russian machines. I don't own a lot right now because I've sold most of them. Can't remember why yet again. I think I bought tier 10 ages ago and then just never really rebought them. But yeah, I rebought the T-150. T-150 I like because pretty survivable and it's also pretty damn quick with a really nice gun in my opinion. So T-30-45, just imagine it's a normal T-30-45. Same with the Cromwell, which will become up later. So yeah, I like these machines because they're pretty quick, decent alpha, pretty good rate of fire, and pretty good for getting kills. T-54, pretty survivable, fast rate of fire, strong alpha gun, good up front plate, good dirt, so can take a couple hits. Same with the IS-4, although this thing here is just a metal titan, so it can just take a bunch of hits. KB5, honestly, if I was going to replace this with something, I would replace it with the SD-1. SD-1's also pretty damn amazing armor wise. Is a bit more flexible and it's a wee bit faster. So well, faster overall, not top speed wise, but yeah. Now I think onto the Americans. M4 Sherman and the M4 Jumbo are practically interchangeable. Same with the M26 Pershing and the T69. M103 and the T30 are not interchangeable because T30 unfortunately comes after probably the worst T-rate in the game, the T20 Prot. Although actually thinking of it, T20 is probably worse, the standard one. So yeah, M103 probably more accessible to more people. M10 Wolverines in here because 3 second reload at tier 5 for the 1.7 second aim time. It's amazing. M26 Pershing, pretty strong hold down. Same story with this. This thing it seems speed wise. I don't remember. Top speed on this thing. Top speed is 48. Yeah, pretty much identical speed wise. So yeah, it all depends on all loader, non-loader. It's basically the choice. These things here are practically interchangeable because both of them can use derp guns. I just prefer this thing here honestly because I can take a few more hits. Now, on to the French. French. I have the ELC in here for shits and giggles. I just play it for crack. There's no real. I'm not very good in it anyway, but whatever. Now, the 12T, 1390, and the Bat Tap are all assassin machines. You rush in and you rush back out while doing damage. You don't want to stay in the same place for too long, and you want to switch flanks as often as possible. Keep the enemy guessing, and you're able to do quite a lot of damage with this sort of playstyle. Aerial 44 because it's probably the most flexible and probably the best armored of the French vehicles overall. It's pretty quick, strong upper plate. Turret's a wee bit weak, like here, here, and here. So if you can avoid people shooting the turret, you want to. Typically, you want to beat people in the shooting here, and then roll out and shoot them whenever they shoot. So yeah, this thing here because yeah, 400 alpha shot, 4-shot autoloader. Not that long between the shots. Just does a shit ton of damage really quickly, and can one-clip tier 8s. Pretty sweet. So that's the general idea with the French. UK. Unfortunately, I could not buy all the machines I needed for the UK. So imagine the Cromwell B is the Cromwell. And imagine the FE4202 is a Centurion 7-1, because the Centurion 7-1 is, in my opinion, the best UK tier machine. The AX I do not like at all. It gets ammo wrecked every time an enemy looks at it. It's terrible to drive. I really hated that thing. Centurion 7-1, on the other hand, it has a stronger turret. The same 105, yeah, it has a lower rate of fire, but yeah. And it's a wee slower, but in general, I just prefer that thing. Tortoise, I'm not going to use consistently in this event because it's just too slow. I'm too inconsistent in it. I'll either do like 3.5k damage in this thing, or I'll do like no damage and just get killed immediately. So way too inconsistent. If I had this, or I would use it. So yeah. That's the general overview of this here. For this nation, I tend to just pick two machines, Centurion 7-1 and the Cromwell B, and that's just what I'll go with. Now for the Chinese, I'm going to choose these vehicles here. Imagine this is a 110. 110 has a pretty good rate of fire, 300 damage a shot, pretty decent aim time, strong armor. So all around, it's pretty damn nice machine. T-44-2 I like because it's pretty quick in a straight line. Oh, pretty quick in general. Strong turret, weak-ish hull, but it's a 122, which makes it fun. Same sort of story with this, except that this thing tier for tier gets better pen. This thing here gets ridiculous rate of fire, pretty high health as well. So this thing here is pretty good for farm kills. This thing here is in here because I just like this thing in general. It's just a pretty small target in general for most high tier machines, and I just like the gun. The gun just seems to work really well for me. Now on to the Czechoslovakians. We'll skip the Japanese for now because I have my reasons. Hang on, I'll get to it in a minute. Skoda T-24, Skoda T-25, and Constructa T-44-100. That shouldn't be there. I'm not sure why it's there. T-56. These two have very good gun depression. They're pretty quick. In fact, yeah, they're really, really damn nice in terms of mobility. Great gun depression, as I said. This thing gets an all-loader, the other one doesn't, but an all-loader at tier 5 would be ridiculous. So, this thing's very good at getting kills really, really, really quickly. This thing has the potential to get 3 kills within one clip. If you have like 3 enemies that you find on like 50 health, you could rush in, go bang, bang, bang within like 2 seconds and kill them all. So, yeah, this thing's got serious potential for kills. This thing here is in here. I'm using this as basically a placeholder for the tier 9 and 10. Tier 9 and 10 for damage are unrivaled. They have so much potential for damage, it's unbelievable. Like, I've seen more amazing damage games in those things than any other nation lately. If you have the tier 9 and 10, use them. Those things with their all-loaders are amazing. Their capability damage-wise is on their level. So yeah, that's just the general thing. I'm just going to use this here to grind up to the TVP VTU. And this thing here, I'm probably not going to keep. It's just getting me. Not great. Not bad either, but yeah. Alright, on to Japan, the awkward one. awkward one, or Japan. Um, the only machines that are notable in this tree: Tier 5 and 6 heavies, the Tier 8 heavy, Tier 8 medium, and Tier 10 medium. Everything else is garbage. Everything. Well, some people can make the argument for the Oni, but up as far as the Chiri, everything sucks in the medium line, and past the Oho, everything sucks in the heavy tank line, and everything previous to the OY experimental sucks in the heavy line as well. So yeah, um, these two look good on paper, not but they're not. They don't have the armor. They really don't. So don't just listen to the figures. They just are not good enough. This thing here has serious potential for damage. This thing here does not have the ammo capacity to do consistent massive damage because you're going to have to be risky with your shots. This thing here, it's kind of like a squished, squished Pershing with with essentially a Hellcat turret and hairpin. But yeah, it's way faster too, I believe. But yeah, it's not worth going through all of this, in my opinion. Weirdly enough, I don't like the Tier 5 and 6 Japanese heavies. I'm just not a fan in general of these machines. Onis are it, but the Oho is definitely the highlight for this line for me. Now, I think I have covered all of these, and I think that is me just covering all my bases. I can explain why I like certain machines for this here more than others. It's all down to personal preference, so what I like, a machine I like might be a machine another person hates, so yeah. Um, Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.